Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk news. I'm Ollie Davis. Another day, another rumour about who John Cena's WrestleMania 33 match will be against. Up until a few weeks ago, Cena was penciled in to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania. That's why the dead man turned up on SmackDown for the show's 900th episode. But then Vince McMahon changed his mind. He's got bigger plans for Taker this year, pal! Bigger plans called Roman Reigns. Which is why The Undertaker started showing up on Raw, and then was eventually eliminated by Roman in the Royal Rumble. Then last week's Wrestling Observer newsletter reported an idea that was being pitched backstage for Cena to face a debuting Samoa Joe at WrestleMania 33. That'd be a great way for the Samoan submission machine to explode onto the main roster. But then Joe turned up as Triple H's enforcer on Raw, rather than being in the Royal Rumble match. No, not number 30 flashbacks! Forget the Rumble! Meaning Joe will most likely be facing a Raw star at WrestleMania. Hopefully not too wounded from being a stepping stone for Seth Rollins to get to the game. Cena is currently WWE champion after winning his 16th career title from AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. He's not expected to hold it for long though, as current plans call for him to drop the belt to Bray Wyatt at the Elimination Chamber to set up the Eater of Worlds' Mania match with Rumble winner Randy Orton. Shane McMahon announced Styles, The Miz, Baron Corbin, and Dean Ambrose as the other 4 participants in the Chamber match on this week's SmackDown. So we know Cena isn't facing Joe or Undertaker at WrestleMania, and that he won't be WWE Champion going into the biggest show of the year. Then in Monday's Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer revealed that while he didn't know who Cena's opponent was, he'd heard that it wouldn't be celebrated and that it's not necessarily good news. The latest story coming from Cage Side Seats' rumour section, so remember, take this with a pinch of salt, is that John Cena's big WrestleMania match will be a mixed gender tag with his wife Nikki Bella against The Miz and Maurice. Because how else can you improve on Cena and Miz's WrestleMania 27 classic? The rumour continues, saying that this will be Nikki's last match in WWE because of issues with her neck, which she had surgery on a year ago. This, of course, sounds like the end of civilization as we know it, but I'm optimistically skeptical. The source of this rumour seems to be the 434's Facebook page, who attribute the story to PW Mania. But on PW Mania, I can't find anything about this story. Plus, if SmackDown is building an intergender tag match, the creative hints far more strongly towards a Dean Ambrose and Renee Young versus Miz and Maurice bout. Allow me to indulge in a bit of fantasy booking for a moment. I'd have Styles cost Cena his title in the Elimination Chamber, setting up a non-title blood feud match with a hardcore stipulation at WrestleMania between the two. There's so much more left in their rivalry together, and it saves AJ from facing Shane McMahon. Another WrestleMania 33 match might also be up in the air. WWE.com have announced that Seth Rollins' right knee was re-injured when he was attacked by Samoa Joe on this week's episode of Raw. No specific details on the former WWE Champion's condition have been revealed. Rollins is set to be evaluated later this week. The article also had a video of Rollins leaving Raw on crutches, which makes it seem like a storyline, but Pro Wrestling Sheet are reporting the injury is indeed genuine, and multiple sources tell us his status for WrestleMania 33 is currently up in the air. Rollins has been scheduled to face Triple H at WWE's biggest show of the year ever since their feud began last August. The re-injury is of Rollins' ACL, which he tore in November 2015 in a match against Kane. It ruled him out of last year's Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, and now he might be missing both events this year too. But let's end things on a high. A big congratulations to What Culture Wrestling, who passed 1 million subscribers on YouTube last night. Which is insane. The best thing is, besides the fact that I'm not jealous at all, is that they're looking for ways to celebrate. And they've asked their viewers for suggestions. So everyone go and vote right now for Mosh Schmalzner's suggestion of take King Ross to SmackDown Live and make him sit right behind JBL. It's John O'Clock, mother effers. How would you book John Cena and The Miz's WrestleMania feud? Tell me how you just wouldn't in the comments below. If you want to watch my review of the Royal Rumble or hear about the Cruiserweight division possibly being dropped from Raw, click the videos to the left and subscribe. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.